May I now request His Excellency Mr. Pham Minh Chinh, Prime Minister of the Socialist Republic of Vietnam, to give his remarks to the media.
Thưa Ngài Thủ tướng Narendra Modi,
Prime Minister Narendra Modi, distinguished high-level Indian and Vietnamese delegates, dear friends from the media. At the outset, I would like to extend my gratitude to His Excellency Prime Minister Modi and the leaders of India and the whole of the Indian people for the deep condolences and the sending of your National Security Advisor to the funeral service and express the condolence at the passing of Comrade General Secretary Nguyen Phu Trong, an extraordinary leader of Vietnam who have devoted his entire life for his people and nation, who is a close friend of the Indian people. Vietnam, the leadership of Vietnam might change in the future, yet the bond of friendship and cooperation, the special bond between Vietnam and India, shall never change, and on the contrary, shall grow more enduringly, concretely, more effectively going forward. I would like to extend my best regards, from President To Lâm, President of the National Assembly Trần Thanh Mẫn, to Prime Minister Modi and the leaders of India, with the warm fondness and friendship. Over the past 2 days, Prime Minister Modi and Indian friends have given me a warm, hospitable welcome from the bottom of your heart, full of trust and affection. Once again, to India, I believe that I've sensed a feeling of warmth as though I'm coming home. I would like to thank you, Prime Minister Modi, and all the Indian people. Prime Minister Modi and I just had a heartfelt, open and effective discussion, having achieved a wide range of important mutual understandings and results. We warmly congratulate His Excellency Prime Minister Modi, the BJP and the NDA for its historic victory at the 18th election of the Lok Sabha. And we believe that under the leadership of His Excellency Prime Minister Modi, in his third consecutive term, India would continue to bring about greater benefit to the Indian people, achieve even more splendorous successes in the future, and achieve Viksit Bharat 2047 to make India a developed country on the centenary of the Republic in 2047, an India that enjoyed an increasingly greater role and status in the world, that contribute to peace, stability, development and prosperity in the region and the world. Over the past 10 years, under the leadership of His Excellency Prime Minister Modi, India has become the 5th largest economy in the world, one of the top powers with a striking global role, and having made its mark. The leadership of the BJP and the Prime Minister have brought about great benefit to the Indian people. We are deeply impressed by the hallmark of His Excellency Prime Minister, such as electricity coverage for 28 million poor households, 5G connection, social security, and a dramatic increase in people's living standard, and food security for all, including 800 million who benefit from free food. This is a result of a great effort from the Indian government and His Excellency Prime Minister personally. Rural areas have clean water coverage. The farmers receive much assistance, and for the first time, India landed a spaceship to the South Pole of the Moon. India also held a successful G20 summit, and the Voice of the South, and advanced the corridor between India, the Middle East, and Europe. India also played an important role in the fight against COVID-19 with 4 types of vaccines, from which we also benefited. And even in the production of COVID-19 treatment drugs, we also imported quite a quantity from India. We shared with each other the strategic vision on the world today, especially the dramatic change in the natural environment and human development and the world today. IR 4.0, artificial intelligence, cloud computing are changing fundamentally the way we produce and the way the world is run, as well as the way humans behave. Digital and green transformation, circular economy, and the knowledge and sharing economy, and climate action all are becoming a matter of course. A strategic trend and choice and a top option for socio-economic development in the world today. The Asia-Indo-Pacific is a locomotive for growth in the world, but it is also where major power politics taking place fiercely. Security challenges, especially non-traditional security challenges, interspersing with each other, are becoming fiercer. They are of a global, whole, comprehensive and whole people nature. We are at a time where there is intertwining opportunities and challenges.
Chúng ta đang trong một cái giai đoạn tức là khó khăn thách thức đan xen với thời cơ và thuận lợi.
There are opportunities intertwined with challenges, but there are more challenges than there are opportunities.
Tôi có thể nói thêm là như vậy để chúng ta
If I could add
nhìn
that
tầm
much,
nhìn của thế giới trong cái thời gian tới đây.
That is the state of the world today, and the issues that the world face is of a global, comprehensive and whole of people nature. Therefore, we need an approach and a methodology that is global, upholding multilateralism, calling for international solidarity, with the people at the heart as a driver and the actor of all policy, and leave no one behind. Given the state of the world today, that is our position and the solutions. And this is what I've spoken with His Excellency Prime Minister. We need such solution in the world today. His Excellency Prime Minister and I are pleased to witness the immense gains in bilateral relations, especially since the establishment of the Comprehensive Strategic Partnership. During his visit 8 years ago, we reiterated the priority and the importance that our two countries give to each other in our respective foreign policies. We agree to continue to preserve and cherish the traditional ties between Vietnam and India as close, trusted and faithful friends. Friends that have stayed together, stood shoulder to shoulder throughout history, and forever after. We shall seek breakthroughs to further elevate this bond of friendship, enhance the comprehensive strategic partnership in a new strategic era for the prosperity of each country and the well-being of each people. We agree that Vietnam and India have a high level of political trust, similar culture, empathy with each other, complementary economies, and a shared aspiration for national development and for the well-being of people. there is much more ground for us to work together in line with the trend of our time, the condition of each country, to live up to the expectation of our respective peoples, and to serve the legitimate rights and interests of our respective nations for each country's sustainable and rapid development needs. Accordingly, Mr. Prime Minister and I and high-level delegations have agreed to adopt a joint statement on enhancing the comprehensive strategic partnership on the occasion of visit with 5 mores. I would like to stress the 5 mores, which are: first, more enhanced political and strategic trust. This means stronger exchanges and more regular engagement at the party, state, parliamentary and people-to-people channels to maximize the effectiveness of cooperation mechanisms and make good use of the POA 2024-2028, focusing on advancing 11 areas of cooperation, including traditional and emerging areas, which I would stress, such as digital transformation, green transformation, IT, and climate action. The second more is more open and deeper defense and security ties, including the effective implementation of the joint vision statement on defense cooperation with Vietnam and India towards 2030. Third, more concrete and effective economic trade and investment cooperation. We agree to double bilateral trade and investment over the next 3 to 5 years. And of course, if we want this, we need a mechanism for cooperation, a new mechanism in accordance with the particularity of each of our country and our respective economies. The fourth more is more open scientific, technological and innovation cooperation to maximize the benefit, maximize the potential and strength of each side in IR 4.0 to cooperate in scientific research, atomic energy, rare earth metal, renewables, and new areas such as semiconductor, AI, and cloud computing. The fifth more is cultural, tourism, and people-to-people shall be more and better, including cultural, civilizational, historical, religious ties between the two countries, making these values into the fundamental drivers to strengthen the friendship and exchanges between the two peoples. We also agree to further deepen regional and international cooperation, continue to lend support to each other at multilateral forums, especially the UN, ASEAN and ASEAN-led mechanisms, to promote peaceful dialogue and confidence building among countries, to advance ASEAN centrality and Mekong sub-regional mechanism. Vietnam strongly supports India's Act East policy and India's growing role in the important cooperation mechanisms in the region and the world. On the occasion of my visit, Vietnam has made a decision to be part of India's CDRI, and we will soon complete our dossier to be part of India's ISA. We also agreed to establish a deputy foreign ministerial level cultural diplomacy, the economic diplomacy dialogue. The two sides redoubled the importance of ensuring peace, stability, security, safety and freedom of navigation over flights to the East Sea, the South China Sea, and the peaceful settlement of disputes based on respecting international law, especially UNCLOS 1982. We agreed to share information and work together to make the South China Sea into the waters of peace, stability, friendship, cooperation, where the safety, security and freedom of navigation over flight is upheld. On this occasion, the competent authorities of our two countries have signed 12 important cooperation documents in defense, diplomacy, justice, culture, health, scientific research, and HR training, and other important documents as well for trade and investment cooperation between our respective business communities. Mr. Prime Minister and I agreed to task the relevant authorities with implementing these agreements in the spirit of harmonizing benefits and sharing risk. Work together, enjoy the fruits together, win together, grow together. Sympathize with each other, share with each other, share a vision, and share in action. Any commitment made, any promise must be delivered on, and anything that has been delivered must see to fruition. That is quantifiable, so that the people of our two countries can benefit from them, and that such cooperation will be in the interest of the prosperity of our respective countries. I trust that with these concrete results, the comprehensive strategic partnership between Vietnam and India has entered a new period, deeper, with greater trust, with greater effectiveness, to live up to the interest and aspiration of our two peoples for peace, cooperation, development in the region and in the world. Let me take the opportunity to extend my cordial invitation to His Excellency Prime Minister to visit Vietnam at the nearest future, to reciprocate the kindness and hospitality that His Excellency and the people of India have accorded to me, as well as to give our thanks for the condolences that you have given us upon the passing of the late General Secretary Nguyễn Phú Trọng. Once again, thank you